different. It says, as opposed to other organizations, Klob doesn't generate new needs. Well, as we all know, commerce is based on necessities. The aim is to satisfy necessities, right? But many times those necessities are created to open up new markets. Uh-huh. Well, here at Klob, we definitely don't do that. What we do is take advantage of what we already do, we have done, and will always do for the rest of our lives, which is going shopping. And we turn it into an asset for you and your beloved ones. How is that, guys? All right. Now, many people have asked me, why should I do Klob instead of the business I had in mind? Well, no, I'm not saying that you should do Klob instead of something else, but possibly in addition to the project you already had in mind, because as we said before, it gives it a real boost. Well, anyways, I think it's a good idea to analyze the differences between the different types of business models there are out there. Okay, so the options are franchise in the first place. Second option would be what we call traditional business, meaning the kind of business you start from scratch, right? And the third option would be Klob. So on the left side, we've got franchise and traditional business, and on the right side, we've got Klob, right? And we've got the differences and similarities. Cool. One of the biggest and perhaps one of the most important differences is the one concerning investment. What happens with a franchise? Well, if we're looking for something really worth it, probably our minimum investment would be something in the neighborhood of $100,000, right? In the case of a traditional business, you'd be looking into something from 10,000 up. And we're talking about only the initial investment, all right? Remember that you'd have to invest, once you start, you'd have to invest more because you're going to have fixed expenses like electricity, employees, telephone, and things alike. At Klob, your only investment is ridiculously low. You've got two options: one for 300 USD, and the other for 700 USD. And and you'll never ever have fixed expenses. The only thing that you have to worry about, is do your regular shopping, and that's it. The only one you've always done. All right. Third difference. The third difference would be that with a franchise and traditional business, you get linear income. Do you remember what that is? Linear income, as opposed to Klob, where you don't only get linear but also residual income. How's that? Okay, one more thing. When you open a business, it's impossible to think that you're gonna rely on the money it produces. Because at the very beginning it doesn't even produce money, but it requires more investment, right? So, taking this into account, it would be a complete nonsense to quit your job. However, the problem with that is that if you don't dedicate enough time to your business, you risk to lose it big time. So what to do? Well, at Klob, because of the way it was designed, you'd never have to quit your job to make it grow. Right? Okay, and last important difference. It said that richness is measured in terms of the time you have for yourself. Others say being rich is having money, being wealthy is having time. What do you think? What happens with most traditional business is that as it grows, you have to dedicate more time to it. So you have time to enjoy your business, but not your success. Since you'll never really have time for yourself, as opposed to Klob, where the size of your business is inversely proportional to the time you have to dedicate to it, meaning that the bigger your business is, the more time you're gonna have for yourself, your family, and other things. But what's Klob similar to other businesses and everything else in life? Well, the